Before this video starts, I just want to say I'm sorry this took me so long. This video is longer than my other ones, and my editing software crashed like 5 times, so enjoy. Trigger warnings for mentions or depictions of necrophilia, map/pedophilia/lolly show, Nazism, manipulation, and potential grooming. Viewer discretion is advised. Yo, yo, it's Kid Vampire/Apple Ghoul, or you can call me Cuds. And I'm here with the final installment of the Juny draws and Yumi cactus drama. Um, most of my content has been very Juny centric, just for the simple fact that they seem to be taking accountability the least, and they're what I have the most research on so far. But wow, has there been quite a few new installments, including but not limited to Juny actively DMing me, Juny leaving YouTube, for a little bit, or I don't know what's going on with that. For all I know, they could be back next week and we will never, bro. Not the point. Juny leaving YouTube, Juny DMing me getting DMs from one of the creators of the docs, and me receiving a bunch of information about their Discord server, which is certainly a very interesting topic. And I'm very glad that some of you guys brought it up for me, because Juny is still active on Discord, which isn't surprising to me. It really just feels like they want everybody to think they're on a break, but we're gonna take small wins where we can get them, because WoW was were all of their posts very, very manipulative, and I'm gonna throw those on screen because wow, I was genuinely shocked. I'll read them out loud to you as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip the intro. It will be on screen though if you want to read it. I am grateful for everyone I've met, but I'm exhausted. I started commentary when I was 14, and in the year and a half that I've been in this community, I have been stalked, doxxed, groomed, exploited, and had child predators contact me. Had people draw fetish art and NSFW of me, been preyed on, harassed, and had my mental health completely ruined. I act like it doesn't affect me because I'd rather be seen as the character Juny than a real person. I turned 16 a few months ago, and the new year is coming up. Okay, so half of that shit that they said, we know for a fact didn't fucking happen. I received information in my comment section from the person that they actually accused of grooming, saying that they haven't doxed this person. I've read the doc, which they also still continuously claim that they haven't doxed this person. When I tell you, there's so many screenshots that I will be bringing up as I go along that actively disprove Juny's narrative. It's not even funny just how manipulative they are. Their manipulation tactics are actually outrageous, and they will do anything to drive the point home that they're the victim, that it's not their fault. And that is so fucking aggravating, because we've seen time and time again that they are not the victim. You know what I mean? That they have been the problem since day one. There's screenshots that I have just recently obtained of Juny pressuring other people to draw inappropriate things or to engage with these terrible communities or terrible gore videos of them asking for this gore content. We can't be serious, right? You were not groomed. And as a matter of fact, I'm almost convinced you weren't even peer pressured, because as a matter of fact, you yourself were peer pressuring other people. And I just don't think it's fair or right in any sense of the word to be sitting here and babying them, because they're not a victim. They never have been, and it's absolutely outrageous to assume that they are when we have evidence actively driving against that narrative. It's not right. And they try to pull the little, oh, you do not understand the relationship between me and all these other people, you were not there. Well, guess what, bitch? There's screenshots of you doing the exact same things that you're accusing other people of doing and trying to get other people in trouble for, while simultaneously trying to play the victim. Like, this is such a frustrating situation. Like, I feel like I've never actually been so heated over something up until now, because oh my word, is this like one of the most baffling situations I've ever had the displeasure of witnessing. I'm gonna go ahead and read the second, actually not the second, but like the first community post that they made before they decided to leave, because that one was the most manipulative bullshit I've ever seen. It's actually outrageous just how much shit comes out of their mouth in this one community post. Let me go ahead and read it.
So tired of being tagged in videos of people dismantling my grooming scenario and victim blaming me. It's exhausting that I keep needing to relive everything I went through just to make people online happy. People I don't know and have never spoken to in my life making full-length videos to prove I wasn't groomed over just their opinion makes me sick. You've never met me. You don't need place in my trauma, and most of all, you weren't there. You don't know what happened to me because you don't care to do research beyond listening to what my groomer says online, and it's just exhausting. I also wanted to apologize for my video not including some of the following details. It was heavily rushed, and that is my fault. This community post is here to add those details and provide a clearer explanation of things in my video. I will be making a compilation of all screenshots in a document soon for consumption, but a majority of the screenshots are in my video. I do have some extras that will be shared soon though.
This was ridiculous. I'm so sorry, but I actively sat there and was like, you're joking, right? You're like lying, right? There's no way you're being dead ass serious, right? Like, I was baffled. Like, dude, saying that we have no evidence that you weren't groomed, meanwhile, you are willingly participating in the activities given to you and nobody is pressuring you to do anything. As a matter of fact, there are way, way too many instances of you yourself bringing these situations and these fucking actions to the table of your own accord without being provoked or prodded at to do so. There are so many situations here that you're going to see where they're sitting here and actively bringing it up, actively asking for gore videos, and literally like just in general going out of their way to make everyone in the server uncomfortable. Like, I think, bro, I could have sworn there was a screenshot of Dippy being pressured by by Yumi and Juny to draw their a version of themselves in the necrophile color palette, and it's actually outrageous because even in the drawing, normal Dippy looks extremely uncomfortable, and that was the vibe that they were trying to indicate to everyone else. And mind you, Juny and Yumi just were not listening to him, and it was actually crazy. Guys, what the fuck? Oh, my bad if I used the wrong pronouns, because I did just call Dippy a him. Whoops. But, dude, like, all of this shit is just, like, it's so unnecessary. Like, all you had to do was not be a weirdo and not try to blame someone else for your actions. Like, it's not that hard, truly. Yeah, like, again, some of the most manipulative bullshit I've ever seen. This video is going to be twice the length in comparison to my other two videos because there's so much more information. And this, like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg of all the other shit that happened. Like I said, Juny DM'd me. He DM'd me. Like, he was in my inbox trying to, like, share his side of the story or some shit. And even at one point was like, hey, I can provide you with some screenshots. Mind you, Juny admitted to me that he did not watch my video. Either of them. So Juny was sitting here and trying to fucking prove himself innocent in my DMs, not having watched the video and still using their groomer, quote unquote, as an excuse in the messages that they sent me. Had he watched the video, he would have known full well that I don't believe he was groomed and that he shouldn't even really be in my inbox right now because it was outrageous. Like, oh my word, I'm just like, the buffoonery here is actually outrageous. Like, I'm so confused as to how some of these people are really like like bro, like I'm gonna crash out. Like, what the actual fuck? Bro, like, full confidence dove into my DMs and was like, I'm just gonna read it to you. I have that ability now, guys. Okay, gang, I'm back like a full day later. Anyways, I messaged them hello first because they didn't text me. I had to text them first. It was really weird, and I needed to know why the fuck they were in my DMs. So then they go, "Hi, can we talk? Sorry if I'm bothering you." And I'm trying to know what's up. So I'm like, "Oh, sure. I assume you came from my video and its comment section."
Well, yes, sort of. I haven't gotten the chance to watch either video yet, but I sent some stuff about them. And I just wanted to message you so that way there wouldn't be any misconceptions or anything. But if you do have questions, I can answer those too. But I am also here to warn you that because you didn't censor the NSFW in one of those thumbnails, I wanted to tell you because I don't want YouTube moderation to stop you. Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, bro. So I go, I see. I tend to go off of what evidence I can get my hands on, and I refrain from taking too much testimony just because things can tend to get flaky once you start taking interviews, which is particularly why most of the things I spoke about were directly from the screenshots I was able to view at the time. Yeah, people in my comments got on me about it. If I get in trouble, I'll censor it, but for now, it's not a priority for me. Then they proceed to absolutely annihilate my DMs.
Yeah, I get that. Testimony is iffy sometimes, but even though a lot of what happened was on VCs, I still have tons and tons and even more tons of screenshots if you do need those. I'm unaware of if you saw my video on this stuff or if you're updated on my side, since I'm not sure how much researchy stuff was put into your video. And parts of the document, which is where I'm assuming you got the stuff from, are very misconstrued, if not just malicious, and many people have called out the dock owners for this, and I'm unsure if they ever fixed anything. But that's kind of why I'm here, since I want to make it clear that even though I was groomed, I'm not absolved of the blame, and I still take full responsibility for everything. But I also don't want people to think I did stuff I didn't, so yes, I am here for thingies like this. There were originally 2 docs made, and the second one was a pre-written response to my video. So if I missed stuff in the document, it's because they waited to release it like an hour after my video, which is weird because pre-written responses are always strange. But if stuff isn't addressed in my video, it's been addressed in my pinned comment or somewhere else. I would make a more updated video, but if I post about this, my mom will murder me. She's very upset and worried about my docs and stuff. We are not locked in.
Okay, so honestly, I really don't feel like reading this whole paragraph because there's really only one thing that I'm, like, keen on mentioning, and it's the fact that they say that they distanced themselves from the group of people, and they in fact did not. As a matter of fact, I'll throw the screenshot on screen where they're literally talking about how Juny didn't want them to leave in the document. So there's that. And this next segment is going to be my response, and then I'm going to talk about their Discord server. Okay, so the fact that you haven't watched either video tells me that all I need to know about this interaction. You're here to backpedal with testimony and manipulation. Had you watched my video, you would know that I wholly believe you weren't groomed. I quite literally am in contact with one of the creators of the Google Doc, And most of the people I've seen who do share that sentiment about the docs being misconstrued or malicious have also let you off easy. Juny, you need to leave the internet. It's the only way your recovery will actually begin, if you even are trying. You weren't groomed, you were peer pressured. Everything you did was a choice. There was no power dynamic here at all. You and everyone else involved were in the same age group and had similar follower accounts, and it's completely unrealistic for you to keep blaming everyone else for shit you also did. You can't sit here and say you were groomed into thinking this shit was okay whilst you were simultaneously making videos about how it was bad. So there's that whole interaction summed up. I was not, like, too happy to find that they had messaged me at all, because to me it's just like, you went out of your way to message me without watching either of my videos. For what? You know? Like, this just felt like, it felt very manipulative, and it really did feel like they were just trying to get in my space so that way they could try to convince me that they weren't in the wrong, which is very, very aggravating, because it's like, you know you did something bad, and you make videos about the same shit all the time these people are doing that's bad, you know what I mean? So it's just like, truly, truly ridiculous to me how this dude could just sit here and ramble off to me like shit's peachy keen. Anyways, though, I think it's time to talk about their Discord server. There's really not a whole lot to go over when it comes to that, but there is a decent chunk. I've been informed that allegedly they have a lolicon as a moderator, that they have, that they don't do proper verifications before making people mods, and just a bunch of other shit that just, basically the server's very poorly moderated, and NSFW content is shared very frequently in this server full of minors. Like, I get it, they're minors too, but you're not going to be a minor eventually. Eventually you're going to be a grown-ass adult with this Discord server full of minors who are spreading NSFW with each other. Like, it's gonna become a problem at some point. Not to mention that their rules in their Discord server state that no NSFW should be in the server. So you're making yourself look like a joke, because you're putting out rules that don't actually mean follow them. Like, I can't do this shit no more. Like, there's just, it's too much. It's so much bullshit. It's not even funny. It's so dumb too. It's like, all of this stuff are such easy fixes, dude. Like, all you had to do was not be a necrophile. Like, you know, like, actually, that wasn't even, like, the inherent problem. Like, because paraphilias are mental disorders. What I mean is, like, all you had to do was not indulge, you know what I mean? All you had to do was not draw yourself as a necrophile. All you had to do was not invest in these art challenges. All you had to do was not, like, do the shit that you were doing. All you had to do was not be a piece of shit. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I get it, it's kind of hard not to be an asshole sometimes, but when you're being a manipulative weirdo, like, yeah, you're the problem. Also, I have screenshots that I haven't used yet of Juny starting, like, mild hate campaigns amongst their friends, and in those screenshots, Dippy goes along with it, and they're harassing people. And this happens to Cupidite, and it happens to this random person. I don't know who it is, but they refer to this person as Chrissy. Don't know who that is. from the sound of it, it might be somebody that Juny knows in real life, but I don't know. So I'll throw those on screen because I'm not gonna dive too much into it, but it's just gonna be information that's gonna be there so you know why I'm so adamant about not believing this person and about being so against them, because I just feel like people aren't really seeing the full picture and just how manipulative they are and just how much they're manipulating their current audience to think that shit is peachy keen. There's also screenshots and evidence of them deleting comments, including Mason's comment, which they had commented on their on Juny's community post, and it was instantaneously deleted because in that one comment they were like, hey, can you not say these things about us, because none of this shit ever happened, nobody groomed you, and it's outrageous that you're continuing to spread that false narrative. Mind you, Mason is the person that Juny was manipulating and triggering to cut themselves, because Juny kept sending him their self-harm. How do we not, like, I can't do it anymore, guys. Like, I can't, dude. Like, all this shit has just been astronomical lately, bro. Like, I'm high-key so done with this topic already, and I've only made 2 videos about it. This is my 3rd video, just wrapping up the situation, and I already don't even want to talk about it anymore, because it's like, what more can I say that I haven't said already? Like, I'm saying the same shit with new screenshots. Like, be so dead ass. This whole thing is so irrelevant. Like not irrelevant, but like it's unnecessary. I don't know, gang. I'm gonna put everything that I can up on the screen and call it a day. Like I said, allegedly not following their own rules in their Discord server full of minors, hiring questionable people as mods, and not doing proper verification or any sense of, like, safety when hiring mods, which is probably why at one point where one of their servers got raided with gore links, and that's what, like, transpired the whole sending gore back and forth to each other thing, because fucking Dippy got curious and started clicking on links and shit, and then was sending shit to Juny, and then Juny was asking for it at one point on voice call, which I don't have screenshots of. I think I featured that screenshot earlier on in the video, because I think Brandon sent it to Juny again after Juny had asked for it, but there was no record of that via messages. It was just the link. And it was even specified in the Google Doc that it was via voice messages or voice call. So I was just like, okay. Well, there's that. Yeah, I'm just completely fed up with this whole debacle. And, yeah, here's all the shit. I have been Apple Ghoul and Kid Vampire, and I will be signing off. Again, links to my social media platforms will be in a pinned comment in the comment section. If you would like to commission me, you can go to my Toy House or my Instagram and message me there. I can only take payment via Cash App or e-gift cards, but, like, I know people are very iffy about that, so and please don't feel pressured to, like, go and commission me. This is just, like, shameless self-plug, because, you know, business be a little slow, but thank you so much for watching my content. And as a matter of fact, even if you just want to go see my characters on Toy House, because all of the art featured in my videos so far can be found there, and you can view it in its entirety without having to watch a full speed paint. And you can invest in some of my characters, look at my characters, stuff like that. Again, please be warned, there are sexual content, maybe gore, and self-harm scars can be viewed on my page, so just beware. But yeah, bye everyone.